world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me tonight. When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me tonight. Find me tonight. When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive.
Hello everyone, and welcome back for another stream of Grim Fandango. We are now up to year 3, so we'll be trying our best to complete all of year 3 in one stream. It should be possible, because I vaguely remember being able to speed run this in 20 to 30 minutes, and that was skipping all the dialogue, so we're going to listen to all the story. We should, it should last the normal sort of time. Unlike last night's disastrously short 20-minute stream. I'll give you sort of a quick recap, though, of where the story is so far. So, in Grim Fandango, we are on what is to be a 4-year quest in Manny's time. Because it's the 4-year journey of the soul before you can enter the 9th underworld. Main character Manny Calavera, he used to work for the DoD, or the Department of Death, as a reaper, collecting souls and then selling them packages for how they travel to the 9th underworld. But chaos ensues and he loses his job. And he goes chasing after a woman who was supposed to get a double N, or a ticket on the number 9, which is the 4-minute express train to the afterlife. So he leaves the city. He travels to Rubacaba to wait for her, and turns a cafe into a casino. And we left it where he was working to get onto a boat so that he could sail after Meche, the character that he's after. To get her ticket, get his afterlife back on track. And we'd left it just where he was about to end year 2 and move into year 3. So we'll fire this one up. I hopefully have enough charge in my controller, and the battery as well in the microphone may go out, because I've noticed we now once again have the red light of death on the microphone. But before we get I was going to say, you've got the egg count there, just shy of 16 for royalty. And how many tens of millions does Chrissy have? 41 point. You'll get that card by the end of the week, surely. Or you can blow it on dozens of business presentations. So I'll fire this one up. As always with this sort of game, being like, the heavy dialogue in it, I'll try not to ramble over the top of it. I might actually have to mute my microphone, because we did some gardening earlier today, and I've been doing nothing but sneeze all afternoon. But I'll try not to deafen you guys with that. That Ronty, you got your eyes on the prize. You want the Chicken Gate sticker. Right, let's fire this up. Yes, I've got the desktop audio on there. As always, if you can't hear it, just let me know, and I'll rejiggle the dials. But what I'll do is I'll quickly dash down to the lobby, and if you let me know if you can hear his voice clearly.
Looks like Lupe's been in the sugar again.
So hopefully that was loud enough to you. That's the closest I can get to a sound check today. The wiggly lines were going up. I'm going to send her to look after the dragon later on. But that's brilliant there, Roti and Chrissy, as long as you can hear it all. So as soon as I press this button, there will be a few minutes of a cutscene for you to watch and listen to. Oh no, I've got to actually press the button.
Le numéro gagnant, le 10, Noir, Remake, 10, Black. Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please.
I've always meant to hide that better.
There we go.
14. 14 is the winner. Le 14. Numéro 14 est le gagnant.
I think you mean 2. Am I correct?
No, monsieur. 14 is the winner.
I think you've made a mistake.
I'm sorry, sir. 14 is the winning number. Better luck next time, eh?
That does it. That Calavera's getting too big for his britches. I don't like raiding businesses and shutting them down. But someone's got to teach Manuel a lesson in law and order. This way, back here. Open those paddy wagons up and start filling them. And somebody find Calavera. I want to interrogate him personally.
Raided? How long are they gonna close it for? Yeah, you better cut off the big guy's credit then. Yeah. Throw the drunk out on his big orange butt. And bring me Calavera so we can talk about his debt.
Hey, come on! You gotta let me back in! I'm a VIP!
Does that stand for very inebriated pianist?
Manny, I don't want to be a pianist anymore. I'm a mechanic.
I know. That's why I got you a new job. Come on, let's go pick up your tools.
And I can do whatever I want to the engine? Make it faster?
Sure, but you'll be plenty busy just keeping her afloat.
Thanks for the gig, and for not asking too many questions.
Hell, after what happened in Naranja, I can see why you'd leave town. Let's just hope I don't have to go fishing you out of the drink again.
I'll stay under next time. I promise.
Captain Calavera?
Puerto Zapato, sailor. We're here at last. Beautiful port, isn't she?
Yes, sir. Well, there's some customs officials down below, sir. They want to search the ship.
Fine. We've got nothing to hide, eh? No skeletons in our closet.
Yes, sir.
Secure the bow, boys, like a rock this time.
Manuel,
Salvador?
I hope this very urgent message gets to you in time. Our man in Zapato says Miss Colomar never made it to the port. It said she threw herself overboard at the Pearl. I don't know if you believe that. Whatever you do, do not land in Puerto Zapato. It's a trap. Assassins will attempt to board your ship disguised as customs agents. Beware, and viva la revolución!
So there we go. That is now the start of year 3. Yeah, I'm starting to lose my voice now. As we're starting up here as well, I'm just thinking as well that with the just looking for the dragon, we did miss 2 bonuses while we were playing Walking Simulator. I've taken screenshots of the one from the first act, which is a snowman on top of the tallest mountain, and I'll put those on Discord later on. But I've been searching all afternoon to try to find that dragon in the second act. I can't find it anywhere.
Ensign.
All these guys here have been sprouted.
I'm sorry I led you into trouble, sailor.
The only way to kill a dead person is to make them push up daisies, as it were.
This can't be happening.
Hey! He's back here!
Sack him! Custom officials, open this door!
Yeah, we want to check your bags.
Don't worry, Captain. We're safe in here. Okay, let's just set the explosives and get the hell out of here.
So this next puzzle, if I remember right, we have to open the ship like a can opener. Yeah, that's it. Because we're going to tangle the anchors. Oh no, I didn't exit the thing. Right, exit is that button. Right.
It's attached pretty...
Oh, actually, can we bring it up straight away? Yeah, that's worked. See, the two anchors are now connected. And we get our trusty scythe.
Well, there you go.
Then the other anchor.
Glottis, cover your ears.
What was that?
The dotted line, buddy.
And we can escape the customs officials.
Just a little farther, Glottis.
Manny, choking!
Mira, snap out of it, sailor.
Easy for you to say, you don't have lungs.
Hey, you live without your heart once, so you can live without air for a little while. Just until I figure out what we're gonna do. Not blue yet. You all right?
I'm a spirit of the land, Manny, not of the sea.
Hang in there, mano.
Beware, brave captain! Here in the darkest depths of the Sea of Lament dwell the most horrible monsters of all. The fearsome, murky demons of the deep will swallow you whole the instant you leave this pool of light. Heed my warning, or take one step forward and learn for yourself!
All right, I believe you. Just quit it with the creepy spirit of the land voice, huh?
No problem, Royalty.
Here comes
Try to
one
behave yourself
now.
at work. I just remember there's always the option to phone in sick.
Híjole, he looks like he's been down here a long time.
Okay, that might not have been a sea monster, but it was pretty spooky.
According to our map, I think that's the Pearl. I'd definitely go over there first chance I get, but there's a lot of dark water between here and there.
We're gonna wait for this little guy to come all the way back round now. Well, this guy slowly circles around. What's everyone else been up to today then? As I've been hunting dragons most of the afternoon. After finishing a couple of web pages for one of my clients. You can see his little dot way off in the distance. Any minute now, he'll be back.
Amigo.
Huh? Who? Oh, geez, another shipwreck. You see? That's why I'll never travel by boat.
You phoned in sick. You didn't have far to go for work though. Is that if you phoned in sick, is that you just like stay out of the next room for the day? That is, well, I assume you're still working from home. Your office hasn't opened up yet.
We've had a little accident. Think you could help us out?
Depends on what kind of help you're looking for.
Could you take us to the Pearl?
Ha! You don't believe those old stories, do you? You think somewhere in this ocean there's a gigantic pearl that shines so brightly it can be seen from passing ships? And that sometimes sailors so allured by its luster actually fling themselves overboard to dive for it and are never heard from again?
Yeah, and I think it's right over...
Bah! I've been walking this ocean for years. I ain't never seen it.
Could we borrow that light for a second?
Sorry, I'm kind of attached to it.
So you're still working from home. So yeah, like for me having my own business, I was working from home before it was cool.
Could we tag along with you?
Well, it's a long walk you're talking about.
We don't have any other choice.
Oh, all right then. Lift those knees, stick close to my light, and try to sing in key. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Scare away sea monsters. Yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Scare away sea monsters. Yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Scare away sea monsters. Yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Let it shine. Let it shine.
I'm not gonna let you touch it. No, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm not gonna let you touch it. No,
These guys are
I'm
gonna
gonna let
hike all
it
the way around
shine.
in a
Not
circle.
gonna let you touch it. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine.
Yeah,
Let it
it's
shine. Let
sort
it
of like
shine.
a lot of folk, because like a lot of businesses realise just how much stuff can actually just be accomplished from home. I mean, lots of the stuff I do, even for my clients, well, most of them are all in England, and I do it all remote desktop from here. I don't have to like physically be there. Even when I'm out, if I need access to this machine here, I can just remote desktop from my home to access a client's machine. Like when I'm out and about, just on my phone screen.
I thought that looked like our ship.
That's just a trick the ocean plays on your mind, kid. Makes everything look the same after a while, like you was going in circles.
Well, this isn't the kind of progress I was hoping for.
Oh, well, the wet march of the soul ain't for everybody.
What are you doing down here?
Trying to get out of the land of the dead, same as everybody else.
Why are you walking instead of taking a ship?
Got sick of waiting around Rubicava for a boat. Figured I'd make better time this way.
Why didn't I think of that? How do you know where you're going?
See the moon over there? I just keep it on my right. That way I know I'm heading in a straight line.
But...
Oldest trick in the book.
Now how many years he's been circling this one patch.
Is everything okay with your eyebrows?
Them is barnacles, genius. I don't move fast enough to shake them, so they tend to pile up. I don't mind, though. They're the only company I got. Ain't you, boys?
How long have you been down here?
Well, let me put it this way. I wasn't always this color.
Yeah, exactly. You don't really need all the extra expense of an office. I mean, there was like a brief time where I sort of thought about like getting an office space, but I thought I would have to duplicate all my equipment because obviously this like behemoth of a computer I've got here, I would have to basically duplicate that at the actual office site. Then you have like your electric, you got your internet costs on top of that, you know, all the phone and what have you. Might as well just work from home.
Shouldn't you have hit dry land by now?
I'm trying to cross a big ocean here, Sonny. What do you know about it?
I've already done it. In a boat.
A boat? Don't talk to me about boats.
Well, I don't want to break your stride there.
Okay,
Let's
see
try
you
and capture
around.
this boat
Watch
now.
out for sea monsters.
Who? These guys? Oh, they don't mess with old Chipito. I'm too bright for them. This little light...
You all right?
I'm gonna let it shine.
We're not blue yet.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it...
Not blue yet.
This little light...
That light is just the sort of thing we need.
I'm gonna let it shine.
There we go. Wasn't sure we
What
have
am I
to sit through
supposed
that
to do
whole
with
thing
this?
again.
Follow me.
Where are you taking me?
To the moon.
There we go. We'll get out of the bottom of the ocean from this bit.
Manny, is that... the pearl? Whee! I knew I'd find her someday. I'm rich, 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 rich!
Shh, something's happening.
Manny, what's going on?
I don't know, but I don't like the way that thing's looking at us.
But we have to get on board anyway. So we can travel to the edge of the world.
So there really is a pearl. But does that mean Meche really jumped overboard here? It all just seems so fishy.
Good one, Captain.
Here we go. Half these puzzles I do remember from when I used to play it.
Hey, lay off! Hey, where are you going? You can't leave me here all alone! Come back here!
She's coming back. Looks like we're heading south.
But there's nothing on that edge of the world! Except...
The edge!
Here we are at the edge of the world. Reminds me of something like from Discworld, where they get to the edge.
Manny?
Don't ask, carnal, cause I don't know.
Here we go.
Gladys, I'm gonna sneak inside and look for Meche.
What if that octopus comes back while you're gone?
Poke him in the eye and steal his sub.
Stupid octopus.
Right, let's see if I can remember which ways we have to go in here.
It's empty. Meche,
Manny, what are you doing here?
I wanted to see how your trip was going, Angel. I am your travel agent, you know. By the way, thanks for that bottle of champagne you sent me. It really hit the spot.
You were headed for a trap. I was trying to warn you. Domino was using me like bait. I didn't want you to end up a prisoner here like me.
Prisoner? Where's your cell? Or are you just sharing a bunk with the warden?
If that's what you think of me, then why did you come here?
Because this is where he belongs. Here, working for me. I knew you'd come around eventually. Right or wrong, Manuel Calavera is always with the winning team, right, Manny? That's why you're here now.
I'm getting off this rock, and I'm taking all of these people with me.
Manny, there's no way off this island. I'm afraid you're stuck here in my little executive training program. See, I need you to take my place here, kid. I've got to get back to the city where the action is.
Sorry, Manny, but I had to come in. My skin was getting all pruny.
Him, I don't need.
I'm gonna grind you to powder for that, cabrón.
Maybe later. But for now, let me just show you your new office.
Careful, BB. The new boss is waking up.
This is
Talk to
sad.
these guys.
Hola, angelitos.
I'll bite you, I swear to God!
Please don't bite anyone else, Pugsy. That's why they put us in the cage in the first place.
Why do you want to bite me?
You're the mean new boss.
Mr. Hurley said you were meaner than him.
He said you had a bone saw.
My name is Manny Calavera. What's yours?
Mr. Hurley told us about you. You're the one who tricked Meche.
Poor Meche.
I didn't trick anybody.
Mr. Hurley said he was supposed to take care of Meche, but you stole her case from him.
Is that true?
Let me see if I can explain this whole thing to you. You see, I had this job, selling travel packages to immigrant souls. If I sold enough of them, I got to leave the land of the dead. Now, I was in a slump, and I really needed a fat commission, so...
You're a bad man.
Go away, bad man!
Yeah, go away!
Meche's my friend. You can ask her.
She talked about you before.
Every time she says your name, she looks so sad.
I don't know what you did to her, but you're gonna be sorry!
Listen, children, I'm here to help.
There's really not much more room in here.
Your hands are too big to make light bulbs.
I'm here to help you get out of this cage.
You can't do that. We have to stay here and take care of Meche.
She'd be so sad here all alone. Sometimes we hear her crying, you know.
My hands are not too big to make light bulbs.
Then why don't you help?
I'm in the Maritime Union. We can't do factory work.
I don't know what those words mean.
It means he doesn't want to help us because he's mean.
Now, one of these dialogue options means that we'll get a tool off one of them.
My butt's too big to sit on one of those little perches.
I'm gonna tell Meche you said that word to us.
I told you he was bad.
I just don't have any of those little tiny tools, that's all.
Here, take my hammer.
There we go.
Okay, back to work.
So mean.
So we need to rescue Goddess because he's gone over the edge of the world, but he is all right. Let's just head on through here and speak with Meche.
Oh, look, it's my Prince Charming. Are you back here just to insult me some more, or do you just want some ice for your head?
There we go. Well, as well, we'll speak to her for a moment, and then we need to get her out of those stockings. Yeah, Chrissy.
It's empty.
Our type of business doesn't produce a lot of paperwork.
Man, that ashtray's so fancy you could eat caviar out of it.
Once you got used to the sooty aftertaste, you'd feel like a king.
Come on, we're getting out of here.
Trying to steal my commission from Domino again. Manny, don't you ever give up?
I'm not after any commission. I just want to get us both out of here.
Then why don't you just ask your boss for the day off?
Can't believe you think he's my boss. He's my arch enemy.
I think he's your boss. You think he's my boyfriend. We don't seem to have a good foundation of trust in our relationship, do we?
I'm sorry I implied he was your boyfriend. I do trust you.
Well, I'm not sure I trust you about that. But I'll tell you one thing that would convince me.
Name it.
Give me your gun.
What? What makes you think I have a gun?
You work for the most heavily armed organization in the land of the dead. Don't try to tell me they didn't issue you a gun.
I don't work for the most heavily armed organization anywhere.
You know, you're right. There are those rumors of that revolutionary army that's been stockpiling weapons.
Actually, them, I work for.
Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
Right, so we're gonna get her to sprinkle ash on her.
Man, that ashtray's so fancy you could eat caviar out of it.
Once you got used to the sooty after...
Hey, about that gun.
Ready to hand over your heater?
I would if I had one.
Right.
I'm gonna go see about getting us a boat.
Ooh, remember to get a fast one so we can water ski, all right?
Ah, there we go. He's gonna get the right angle so that he actually looks at the right hitbox. Going for some cigarettes here to try and do we need to do it when she's distracted?
Ow!
Done it.
Oh, my stockings! They're ruined!
Yeah, cover your eyes, Chrissy.
And this was my best pair! You try to have one nice thing on this cruel island.
Good enough for me.
What is?
Oh, the speed at which you're working.
That's nice, Manny, but you're not my boss, so really I couldn't care less.
Good. Excellent. Carry on.
Sir, do you have an appointment?
I'm going in there to tell Domino my demands.
I don't think you fully understand the chain of command around here. Pugsy and BB work for you. You and I work for Domino, who works for Hector Le Mans, crime boss of El Maro.
Well, I think it's time for a little corporate restructuring.
Yeah, Chrissy. After last week's as well, remember, was it to do a strip search to pass the time? I'll try that one on Jade later, will I?
He seems completely unaware of how close I am to escape. Domino! Domino!
Taking your first coffee break already, Calavera?
We got a score to settle, Issy.
You know, if I ever spoke to my boss Hector that way...
You killed my best friend.
The demon? Manny, you can use a demon as a driver. Let him carry your messages, let him serve you food. But you can't ever start thinking of them as friends. It's just not natural.
How can you keep little children in a cage?
Trust me, it's easier than keeping big kids in a cage.
What are you doing out here on the edge of the world?
Oh, I know. I ask myself that every day. But I'm going to train you, Manny, to take my place here running this 2-bit light bulb factory.
I'm taking Meche out of this dungeon.
Manny, before I found her, she spent a year out there in the petrified forest alone because of you. By comparison, I'd say I'm keeping her pretty comfortable here in my dungeon. Wouldn't you say?
Nice island you got here.
Yeah, the previous owners didn't know what they had here. Let us pick it up for a song. They scooped out all the coral they could reach with their crane and then abandoned the plant. But we knew we had what it would take to go the extra distance to the big reef.
Are you about to lecture me about the winning attitude again?
No! Slave labor, Manny. That's the real ticket to success.
Well, I gotta get back to trying to escape.
Hey, you do that, kid. Knock yourself out.
Right, now we need to go back underwater and get some more tools. So we'll head back down to where we split it from Gladys before. And we'll go find the fella that we met at the Pearl. Where he's been slave laboring away.
Nothing but dark waters that direction.
Ooh, to the moon, he says. Freaking.
Just trying to find where we are on the screen. Of course, making this more difficult for myself because of where my microphone is positioned. I'm actually watching and playing this through the stream.
Stupid chisel.
Geppetto seems a little overpowered by his choice of tools. I don't know how I'd get down there without this current taking me over the edge.
Oh yeah, we don't want to go down there just yet.
Why, I oughta...
Geppetto seems a little overpowered by his choice. Geppetto!
Huh? Who? Oh, you, is it? Why, I oughta... Look at my eyebrows.
Well, you really weren't standing in a very safe place.
Well, neither are you right now, amigo.
Nice drill.
Drill? This here is a cordless, high-speed reciprocating chisel. And look, it's a bust-all. They usually don't give these to the new guys.
How'd you get a bust-all?
I'm connected, plugged in, and I had some booty to trade. Trade's the name of the game out here in the Big Reef.
Hello, Focus.
Booty? Where'd you get booty?
It's all over the ocean floor. Jewelry, precious coins. You people and your fancy boats never know about it, 'cause you just never stop and look.
Joined us about halfway through, I would say.
Well,
today, rather
you
than
don't
just
want
at the
that
end.
big octopus to see you chatting.
Oh, brother, that's right. Hold still.
Right, so what we need to do now is we need to trade him stockings.
To the moon. I'll show him.
Seems a little overpowered. Hey, check out the hosiery.
Say, these are real silk. Where'd you find them?
I've been wearing them the whole time.
You two want to trade something for them?
Don't suppose you're packing any firepower in there.
Are you kidding? I got everything. How about a nice semi-automatic?
Deal. Ah, my first Sproutella gun. Is it loaded?
No. Hey, bullets are hard to get. Stupid chisel.
And then where's the item that we want? Oh, you tell me we didn't pick up the hammer. I thought it got straight into our inventory. Right, back up to the surface. I think it was this way to where the kids were making light bulbs. Yeah.
This is the time.
There we go, we've got the hammer. Then we'll go all the way back downstairs to the reef. And swap it for the chisel.
Yo, Beto, have you ever seen an authentic little chipper?
A little chipper? No, I haven't. But I'd sure love to give it a test drive. Say, little chipper, you're okay.
There we go, we got the chisel now.
Ah, sweet Mary.
But yeah, of course, yeah, it's even smaller again for me because I'm watching it, like I say, through the stream window. Oh, hang on, we need to go this way next.
Nothing but dark waters that direction.
This way. because we need to get to Gladys, so we're going to change the conveyor belt direction. There we go. And then we climb up. And now we need to go and bust a crane. Now, I wonder how this is going to control on this one. Oh, I don't know what has happened there. Maybe it's if I bring the mouse up. Oh, right, so use the mouse on this one. Right. Now operate this crane. Right. Oh, that makes it complicated. And we need those for later on because we need those to attach to the boat to get through the reef. As I recall, anyway. We'll drop the end of the crane off here so that we can take the scoop off.
It's not a handheld device.
I'll find the drill. Oop, there it is.
This scoop looks heavier than my... I can see why they don't give these chisels to the new guys.
Next we'll, assuming it'll let me at this stage, we will destroy those two spinning crushy things. Up here. Now bring the mouse back up to the screen. Go back through here. Chain. And because we changed the direction of the conveyor belt, it now sends it out over the edge. So we can now go and rescue Curtis.
Uh-oh.
Now, if you recall from the captain that was on the docks in Rubicana, this is his old ship that gone missing. That'll become relevant later on. Well, next week anyway.
Gladys! You're okay.
Well, it hurt a little when I hit, but my head cracked open an aft panel here.
I gotta tell you, Carnal, I thought you were dead.
Oh, Manny, I've been having a great time. Listen. I ask you, is there an engine that can resist the love that's in these hands?
Apparently not. So good to see him again. I think this baby's our ticket out of here.
Oh yeah, good point. I was just wrenching it for fun, but your idea's good too.
That's as close to the edge as I want to be.
So head back up. If I can find the right hitbox to get to the chain. Yep, there we go. We'll pull ourselves up there. Right, so we now need to bunch the chain up. Oh no, I've tipped the wrong one again. Jump off the edge. I'll move further away this time and we'll try and make sure that he's actually aiming for it. There we go. Then the chain coils up. And now the chain loops around the anchor. Next we get back in the control room and we will pull the ship off over the edge, or from over the edge. There we go.
I can't believe you got it to float.
That was the easy part. The trick's gonna be busting through that big coral reef out there.
Bust through a big coral reef, eh? It just so happens I got some hardware up the beach you might be interested in.
Oh yeah, this will do just fine. Just give me a sec to do some figuring.
Right, so next, we got the sprouter from the fellow that we met in the bottom of the ocean. So we're going to give that to Meche, because she said she wanted to prove our trust by giving her a gun. Oops. Yeah, this control interface for this particular part of the level, I knew it was going to be a nightmare. Oh, and I've clicked on the stream window rather than the other window. Right, let's gather that up. Let's move those back up the screen. Get back over here.
It's really not much use without bullets. Man, that ashtray so fancy you could eat caviar out of it.
Once you got used to the sooty aftertaste, you feel like a king.
Again.
It's really not much use without bullets. Ah, my first Sproutella gun.
Maybe it's in the dialogue option with her.
Here. What good's a
there we go.
relationship without trust?
True, a relationship without trust is about as empty as a gun without bullets. Guess you didn't realize a smart girl always keeps an extra round in her hat for mad days. Come on, let's go.
Meche, you don't know what you're...
I know exactly what I'm doing. Now move!
Would you just listen to my escape plan first?
Trouble in paradise, kids?
You're letting us go right now, or your boy Friday here gets it.
Well, I hate to see you go, Manny, but the lady seems to have made up her mind.
I'm serious. I'll shoot him.
Fine. He really doesn't work for me anyway.
But I thought I'll shoot you then.
No, you won't. You're too good, remember?
I'm not good anymore. You've taken that out of me, keeping me a prisoner here. I'm gonna crack you open like a fake wing gauze. I'm gonna...
Kid's all right. She's a firecracker, but a night in the cooler usually dampens her fuse.
So now we have to rescue Meche once more.
Let me out! I'm in here!
Where's the drill? We do still have it, don't we? Yeah.
Help!
Ooh, I bet I could pick that if...
There we go. Got the right box this time.
Open this door! Hugsy!
Must have hit a major circuit. But it looks like I've exposed the guts here.
Pop that away.
I can't move those by hand. I need this wheel.
Oh, you've got to do the top one first, haven't you? So So we're rotating these so each of the the flat section is facing into the lock. Ah, we've pulled it too far. We'll do it again. A little bit more. Right. Then we'll grab the scythe and use it to wedge those.
Stay. All right, Mitchie, you can come out now. Mitchie?
We're actually almost at the end of year 3.
Uh-oh. Oh, Raul. I am so sorry.
See the contact, oops, the contact on the door. If I remember rightly, do we use the scythe on that again? Yep, there we go.
Manny, I knew you would. Why is that door closed?
It was the only way the wind?
Oh. Hey, this is my room. Go use up the air in your own room.
Oh no, we need the scythe back out again, don't we?
That home plumbing sprinkler system looks like it's about to fall apart. Not picking that up. Now, all we have to do is wait for the room to fill up, and we'll just float on out of here. Well, this is disappointing.
Not to me. We don't float, remember?
What's in these cases?
Take a look. It's all the double-end tickets Hector and Dom have stolen over the years. Each one stolen from a good soul, and now they just sit there.
That's it.
What?
They just sit there. That's what's been bothering me. In the days when I was a hot salesman, I used to see double-end tickets all the time, and they move.
What do you mean they move?
They become agitated around human souls, and the ticket that belongs to you will actually fly into your hand. But these tickets, and the tickets in that suitcase of Charlie's, it's like they're dead. Why would Hector and Domino be hoarding cases of counterfeit double-end tickets?
Let's turn the water off.
Warning. Fire system. Do not touch. I don't want to mess up my blade.
Put the blade away. And this will unveil where the water's draining.
Thank you.
We can use this to smash the tiles. It's incredibly awkward to move.
After you.
What about the suitcases?
Forget them. They're counterfeit. They wouldn't fit through this hole anyway. Let's go.
Gladys, I'm so glad to see you.
Aww. Is the boat already?
Yeah, come on. Let's go eat some reef.
Works like crazy. Full speed ahead.
Oh.
So are you really going to bring me back and try to get your old job again?
There's no job for me now except to bring you and everyone else here to the end of the road.
But if you aren't going to use me to get your job back, why did you spend all this time trying to find me?
Meche, I needed to find you.
I give you one job, Manny. And look at you, already screwing it up. I suppose you realize that this is gonna go down on your permanent record.
Welcome back, Royalty. Hope you're hard at work tonight. I'm just going to save it here because this is the end of year 3. So this is obviously where we'll pick up from next Monday.
I don't think my bare hands would be a match for that scythe. I really prefer to use tongs when picking up octopus eyes.
Woo! This doesn't look good for the kid.
Look, Dom, I'm not gonna work for you.
Oh, don't worry about that. You're fired. Just consider this your severance.
Is it 10 o'clock when you actually clock on tonight, Royalty? Right, what we're going to do is we're going to use our scythe to poke the octopus that's driving the submarine in the eye, and that will end year 3. So once I click this button, there'll be yet another cutscene that will bring us on the next part of our adventure. So I was like, get to the canteen and get the kettle on straight away. It's like as soon as you walk in the door, that's the first thing. And then let's start this next cutscene.
I don't believe you, Calavera. You're losing a fight, so you pick on one of my pets? Why aren't you more like me, Manny? I've been trying to show you how, but you don't listen. If you just adopt the proper attitude, just look what could happen to you.
Name?
Pugsy Pelagiano, sir.
Waiting room number 2. Next.
¡Flores! ¡Flores! ¿Estás bien?
Glottis, where'd you go this time?
And there we go. That is the end of year 3. So we're now ready to start year 4 for next week's stream. And yeah, I've just seen on the thing there as well, whilst the cutscene was on there. Yeah, the only way to properly enjoy chocolate is to be able to dip it in your tea. So I've got, actually thinking about it, unless a certain somebody steals it from behind me here, I've got a Yorkie to go my cup of tea tomorrow. But yeah, if you put the kettle on, we'll definitely have one over here though. So this one was a little bit of a shorter one because year 3 is a short one. Like I said here, you can speedrun year 3 if you skip all the dialogue in 20 minutes. It's taken us exactly 1 hour because we've been listening to the story as we go. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. As I said, next week will be, actually, year 4 will be at least 2 and a bit hours because there was a lot of ground to cover in year 4 of Manny's journey. Obviously, you're at the end of the world here. This is where people go to join the afterlife here at the end of the road, and we have to go all the way back to Rubikama, and then from there we'll get the bone wagon and take it back to the city of Elmaro. You know, where we will defeat the crime boss. But tomorrow night, what's it tomorrow? Tomorrow night is we're going to do some Minecraft tomorrow, unless my hay fever goes into like ridiculous levels when I get up in the morning. Because I've had to turn the microphone off a couple of times whilst the cutscenes were on so I could sneeze. But if we'll see how ill I am tomorrow. If not, then if I don't return tomorrow, we'll return on Wednesday for Bioshock, because we're in the bottom of the ocean. I figured out how to change plasmids. I found an article online. We have to actually find a workstation to be able to change the plasmids. We can't do it in the menu, so we'll have to have rummage around the area, see if we can find one of these big console things that we're going to go up to change the change what we've got. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that there. Like I said, this is one of my favourite games. I've been looking forward to playing this all day. So have a good night, everybody. Try to behave yourself at work, royalty. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, hang on a second before I do that. Is there anybody streaming so that you guys can get your bonus eggs? Who's on tonight? Do you want Sweet Anita or Angry Joe for 5 minutes? Oh, wrong button. I want creator dashboard, not video producer. Creator's dashboard. Start the raid button. You want to go for Anita tonight? Yep. Just a chatting stream should do it, so I'll press the button on that. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.